Hello, good evening, and welcome to Todd Plays Games, where we are back, this time in Olay, for some Dragon Age Inquisition. Hey chat, how's everybody doing? Welcome Catherine, welcome Mike. No, Perlo does not do push-ups. He's the kind of guy who would say he can do 10, and then he'd fall flat on his face trying 1. Does that look like a face that has ever done a push-up? I mean, his arm is looking a little snug, isn't it? Man, he really gets picked on. But welcome everybody, welcome all of the lurkers as well. Nice to have you here. Hope you're all doing well this evening. Our plan is to convince the Chantry that we're the good guys. I don't know how that's going to go, because the Chantry don't seem like they're the good guys. I say we just crack on. This is a nice area though, I will give them that. The first lion of Olay. Nobody have anything to say about how expensive this stuff is. Can I get a level from just reading this stuff? Please give me a level for just reading the plaques. God damn it. Just want to read the plaques and get experience.
Good people of Val-Royaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. No servant of anything beyond his selfish greed.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
This is where we find out that Cullen's a disgrace, isn't it?
Templars, one of your own commands the Inquisition's forces. Join us as heeded.
A staunch and loyal member of the Order. So loyal, he abandoned them for a false herald.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I thought he was going to punch
I will
him.
make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
There's not that many of them, is there?
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Fortunately, the Templars aren't our only hope.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Oh, I'm not ready yet. We should maybe check that she's okay.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Someone who can help close the breach and end this madness.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
There's a little bit of Muad'Dib going on here, isn't there? Not that they've been planning for tens of thousands of years for this, but that it's a crossroads in everything.
The Chantry made a big mistake, and now it's paying the price.
Perhaps you are correct. We are only trying to find our way with little guidance now, but our faith.
That's not enough.
When is it ever enough? That is the nature of faith.
are the Templars going to move on Haven?
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Nah, plaque. More interesting. Read it, don't jump, you moron. No, read it. Getting close. 2 more plaques and we're done. Or maybe not. 1 more plaque and we're done. Yeah, nice. Level 9. We can now use the dagger.
That messenger is trying to get our attention.
Favors for friend. Red Jenny. As soon as I saw friends, I thought Red Jenny. People say he's special, I want to help. And I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valrayo. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe. Maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. I mean, I can bring swords. What I do, isn't it?
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
First Enchanter Vivian, you are cordially invited to attend my saloon held in the chateau of Duke Bastien de Gilaine? Vivienne de Fer. Interesting. I don't want to pick any of them. I kind of want them all to burn. I want to create a world of chaos. That's a creepy statue.
I am open to you and yours. I price at a premium for everyone, so don't assume it's because you're with the Inquisition. I expect my customers to know a rarity when they see it, just as I do.
She kind of sounds like she's selling her wares in a brothel. I don't have this kind of money. I'm pretty sure we can come back here, right?
The Templars didn't even touch you.
Why would the Templars touch you? Hey, that's the mask that Hawke wore through... Wait, is that Hawke? Sure, Hawke had that armor.
My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
The Inquisition can give you the answers you need.
So I have a faith I've lost, or one that seeks to drive it from me. I can't even look to our Templars. How is this not darkness?
You're a bit of an idiot, aren't you, mate? There's not a lot I can do for you. I'm not bothered about apples. Right, so there's good shopping around here, is there? I don't necessarily want to be leaving yet.
Our Templars left. The Chantry promised they'd defend us.
Yeah, well, Templars are rubbish. We all know this.
But is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
That's what we're attempting, yes.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste... I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
I mean, I'll take all the help I can.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, he is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see.
Okay, we
Thank
need
you.
people. You don't have to be good, we just need people. I'm gonna stop asking Cassandra things. Because she just made me look like a fool in front of that lovely young woman.
The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry
Open?
liars.
Yes, as open as I can be.
Don't want to know.
Need for the...
Don't want to know. I don't want to know how open you are. I know what Orlay's like. Ring of Life Drain. Heal on kill. Ooh. I mean, it's not very good. But it's the idea of it that's good. Unless, I mean, that's a 7%. Unless 2% is really the best that you're going to get. Plus 50 health isn't bad. It is just extra health, isn't it? It's not like plus 50 health when healed or something. Focus gain. Focus, I'm going to assume, is the stamina thing in this. No, because there's stamina as well, isn't there? No, there isn't. Barrier damage bonus. Nothing I want to commit to yet.
Appear like everything is normal.
Nothing's normal.
What is the Grand Cathedral thinking? We must have a new divine. She will show us the way.
I'll show you all the way.
I know what you are.
Oh god, it's a woman. Oh, we don't have focus yet.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages. Just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my way.
I don't care. I hate that everybody wears masks. It's so impolite. I reckon I can craft a lot of this stuff. What I'm really looking for is schematics. Schematics I will happily buy. That bed and breakfast? No, it's a furniture shop. Oh, nice. A little outside eating area.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
I like it. The head of Madame Snappy Snips. Solid name, I approve. I appreciate the subtitles is the English of what she's singing. It's really well done. The music's pretty good. What went wrong with Andromeda? Yeah, the Orlesian pastime of just being a prick. Bard's good though. I like the Bard. Can the Bard come to Haven? Or can I get my own Bard to sing songs about Perlo the Great? Yeah, I appreciate the little details. It's not somebody singing in Ferelden, it's somebody singing in Orlesian. I guess. It's not. It's... I think it's French? I'm not sure.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me.
Oh, yes.
I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
I don't want Volo.
A pleasure.
Actually, Perlo probably would love Volo's stories.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light.
All these crazy masks.
I shall endure. What you
I don't like it.
No one can tear asunder.
Some of the Orlesians seem nice. Yeah, I don't think they're all bad. I just think the ruling class are probably quite corrupt.
I can't believe this.
And what is going on in here?
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be... traditional.
Just what we needed.
I know I said I'd be buying these, but they're a bit expensive. Thrusting longsword could be worth it. Is Hunter... It doesn't actually tell me what they are, does it? I can't examine... No, okay. I'm gonna assume Vanguard and... I don't want Orlesian stuff. I don't want to wear anybody else's colours. It's Inquisition or it's just standard. Sturdy Hunter is going to be... That's medium. That's going to be heavy. Vanguard's heavy. Hunter's medium. Enchanter is... That looks nice though. Is... Yeah. They're basically French. Ferelden isn't really Britain, is it? I never really... I mean, maybe. Could be a bit Albion-y. There is a dark undercurrent of hatred that swells every 5,000 years or whatever happens with the Blight. Right, I don't want any of these hats. I'm tempted... I'm going to buy anything. I need to buy the good stuff. Let's buy... leather, metal, and leather. Great sword we don't need yet. Raider sword grip. Potentially. Take the pommel. Nobody using a longbow yet. Dual blade grip. Yes, that's for me. Staff will have. A dense one-handed haft will have. An apostate staff blade. Sounds incredible. Firm pommel will have. Sword grip will have. We'll skip that. We'll take the longsword. I'll take the dagger. I don't really want the dagger. That doesn't look like a Darkspawn shield. I mean, I'm not entirely sure the free matches are claiming Perlo anymore, I'll be honest. Is it worth taking the Darkspawn Alpha Shield for Cass? Ferelden being Britain, I mean, I suppose it does sort of work because it's full of heathens and it's a melting pot of all kinds of cultures and nobody really likes each other, so that pretty much sums it up quite nicely at the minute, I think. I'm gonna have the sturdy hunter coat for me. And everybody... Oh, well, I could probably make one for Varric as well. And I'm gonna take... You think it's a yes on the shield? Catherine. I'll take the shield as well. Right, that's me spent up. Keep the sigils. I did say I was gonna sell all this, didn't I? Don't know what Rampage is. The parry rings can go. I've already got some of them. Counter-Strike. Who gets Counter-Strike? And I'm going to sell... I'm going to be brutal. Did I know? Oh, I can equip that now. Nice. Sell that. What were you? You're a sword. But you weren't very good. That can go. That can go. Canary stuff can go. Right, we've got a little bit more money. That'll do. I'm going to give myself the new sword. Dagger, sorry. I'm the only one that's leveled up. Yeah. I mean, we haven't got a lot of money at the minute anyway, so that's... Let's not be too silly.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one God, one life, one death, there is but one God. Is our Maker.
Yeah, I think schematics and add-ons are really nice for the stuff that I think I'll use. Especially earlier on, you're right.
Of course.
Mike has no love for the French because he's quite Scottish. No, you've got to love the French. They gave the world wine. And probably other stuff. I'm not really a history guy.
Oh my.
Can I recruit the bard?
A pleasure.
Please let me recruit the bard. It's going to be a stupid bottle, isn't it? Oh! Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Keris. So those who asked about Herald enter third passage could not stay to see them exit.
And what did they need? All's well, it seems.
So nobody's realised that she's dead. Greeks had wine, yeah, they probably did actually. I think the Greeks had everything, didn't they? They were very ahead of the curve. Right, so there's another 2, in fact. Should we... Not inventory, journal. I'll... I haven't got a Valroyo. It's that one, isn't it? Inner Circle. What is that picture of? Search the cafe. Upper Market by the dock. Upper Market is up here, I would guess. And we just do the ping thing. And the docks must be somewhere else.
My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed.
I don't want anybody touching me with fire. Let's just get that clear right now. Some things Perlo is not into, and being touched with fire is one of them. Unless they're pretty. If they're pretty, I might let it go. Right, so that's not the marketplace. You just pinged something, but I don't know what you pinged. That's going to be the docks, right?
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her. You heard? Maybe.
There's nothing.
For she who trusts in the Maker, find her help.
That's a shop. So maybe this isn't the upper market. The upper market, I would say, is, well, upper. Wasn't there? That's fine. Let's go docks. Walls of Remembrance. Come on, out the way. Key lifted from drunk, swearing about Herald. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Sneaky place to hide a book. I don't need to, do I? I got the book. Have we learned to swim yet? Apparently not. So do we have this key? Oh, you could stand on that corner. The upper market indicates that it's higher.
The Chantry has just shown themselves helpless.
I do forget that this is an old game. Fast travel doesn't mean leave the area. Fast travel means go to another area. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, a path, and a key to a location on the world map. So Red Jenny, for some reason, is helping us. In my head, I could, like, walk up some stairs and I'm there. I didn't think I'd have to go through doors. it's just you forget old games were limited, don't you? Especially in the between ground of sort of 2010 and 2020. There was a lot of innovation. Might be something over here. Isn't Solus walking around with just paint? Yeah. Yeah, he loves it. He loves a bit of... he's gone full Predator style. Just covered himself in mud. Perfectly fine.
When there was no sky maker.
Why do you always jump? One of these days you're going to land on something tougher than you are. Can I have your hat? I think I'd look really good with your hat. And I am the Herald of Andraste, so you have to do what I say. Them's the rules. I don't make them, but them's the rules. I don't think they respect my authority in this city. I am searching. There just isn't a huge amount here. Oh, Red Dead 2 is just sublime. That is my... like, innovation-wise, I think that is one of the best shows of innovation for a very long time. That and Witcher 3, which is why I'm looking forward to getting to Witcher 3. Although I'm really enjoying 2.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste.
Hi.
Is there something I might help you with?
Apparently not.
No, thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
She seemed nice. Not entirely sure the guards are paying much attention here. You're not going to show me the world map here, are you? Right, what are you? You're a merchant.
It's true.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I don't know why. It's obvious that there's something special about Perlo. Nope. There's no doors that they'll let me in. There's nowhere I can go. Perfect. You see how good that was? I didn't take any damage at all. You know what? Screw this place. Let's go be a friend of Red Jenny.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe.
Oh.
Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
She called me Lord. I like
Come.
her.
Let us return to Haven.
I'm not done yet. I want to go and see Jezebel, whatever she's called. Don't send me back to Haven. Game, don't you do this. Don't send me back to Haven. Oh, this is the Red Jenny bit. So she wasn't Red Jenny. Ah. I don't have to kill you. I mean, I will. Okay, then.
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
That's one dead. That's 3 dead. Cowards. I don't know why they're cowards. I'll think of some really cool action hero line. Some quick quip. And Varric will write it in, and I said it straight after we killed them all. I don't know, we'll workshop it, it'll be fine.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Good shot. I mean, you were pretty close.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah! Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're just a person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Why do I know that voice?
You killed him before he could say who he worked for.
And before he could shout magic. What? My people said the Inquisition would want him dead. So he's dead.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches. Bunch of nutters.
Why not just take the weapon? Oh my god. Okay, I mean, it's kind of funny, but take their swords instead of their breeches.
Why didn't you take their weapons?
Because no breaches.
It's an awkward way to die when you've got no breeches. That's all I'll say.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Could we take a few moments for sense to reassert itself? Who are you people?
I'm not people, but I get what you want. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
I don't know where to start. I'm slightly scared. I feel like she's going to knife me in my sleep.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Oh, but what's normal for you isn't normal for me, I'm pretty sure.
Back there you wanted to know if I glow. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Sure.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Not that it's an easy choice or anything, but we'll stick with these three. What an interesting individual. Too many breaches. God. Red Jenny Inquisition needs breaches quest. Really? Oh. Right. Well, it's cash, right? We need cash, and if she can bring cash, that's fine. If my breeches go missing, I know who to kill. Ooh, spindlewood. There's nothing over here. I mean, we killed everybody in the center area. She's going to be an interesting one. We'll take her for some quests. Just not over Varric. Oh no, Varric and Sarah in the same party. Oh, that sounds like it could get dangerous. And I don't mean a good dangerous. Right, let's go and see... Oh, Vivian, not Jezebel. Let's go and see Vivian. You hadn't even heard the word breaches until Sarah said it like 10 times. Yeah. Yeah, she had a thing for the breaches. Good for her. I'm glad she's happy. She can go and be quiet in Haven. Oh, it's like that ball in Firefly.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Okay, so I'm just gonna...
Everything you've heard, completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
Let's go.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
Great voice.
You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
Can I kill him now?
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I want to take him outside and have a duel.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doglord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
Do you have any heal spells?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is your interest in the Inquisition, Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Of course.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
I mean, you know Triss.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
You're not keen, are you, chap? She's not a romance option. She knows what she wants and how to get it. And who she uses to get it. You just ignored her, Catherine, or you didn't recruit her. Look, we need help. We need all the help we can get. If my party doesn't rotate, my party doesn't rotate. But we need help. And if the Templars are kicking off and causing trouble, I'd rather have one warring faction on my side. I can't turn away help.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
We need help. She's more like Yen if Yen wanted to be queen. Don't you just hate loading screens? I'm so glad we got SSDs in new consoles. Although that didn't help Starfield. She's one of the few mages who favour mages being contained and monitored. Interesting. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Greetings.
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
But what are Seekers, exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
So, the Seekers commanded the Templars?
No. The Order didn't assume command until after the rebellion. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
You seem to care a great deal about it.
Too much, if you ask the rest of my order. When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful, considering our role.
Interesting.
Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set delirium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze.
I'm glad I'm not a
Once there
mage.
was a seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
How does someone become a seeker?
Most seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
Was it some kind of magic?
I don't fully understand it, to be honest. If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
I've no more questions.
Fascinating. In just one conversation, you completely understand everything she does in Dragon Age 2. Just from learning about the Seekers. It's a really nice little bit of extra lore. Free horse.
Have you seen the horses Master Dennett sent the Inquisition? They're magnificent.
Purchase or secure 5 different mount. 1, 2. I only have 4. Oh, this is the stuff that we found, right? Oh, that looks painful. War Nug. We have the Red Heart, Greater Frostback Elk, Dragon. We can ride a dinosaur. Okay, so we do have 5. Is that a Canary horse? Oh, nice. We're having a dragon, by the way.
Better than what you ride in Arnsberg?
Well...
It's terrifying.
Ah, you noble boys never change.
It's terrifying. But what does the Nog look like?
Inquisition?
If the camera was turned on, you'd see me smiling with joy. We're having a giant Nog. It's maybe a little too big. I feel like it should be like the boar that Billy Connolly rides in on The Hobbit. It has human-like feet at the back. Oh, it's disgusting. I love it. Right, we're having a Nog. It is a huge battering ram, yeah. I bet it's really slow, though. That's cool. Free stuff, because I bought whatever I bought. Have we got any nice stuff yet? It always puts an exclamation mark there, and it never gives me anything.
Greetings. When there was no sky, Maker, you were the sky. When there was no
Need something?
earth, you were the earth. When there was nothing,
Carry on.
you were everything.
I want to speak to Sarah.
Something like that.
You see that new elf who joined up?
Sarah? She's a feisty one.
She'd put your eye out.
I didn't mean anything by it. It's good to see us all coming together to serve the Maker.
move fast and quick with her bow. No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful, but she knew the ways of nobler men, and she knew how to enrage them. She would always like to say, why change the past when you could own this day? Today she will fight to keep her way. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this?
This is brilliant, by the way.
She will fight to keep her way. A rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. Sarah was never quite the wealthiest girl. Some say she lives in a tavern, but she was so sharp and quick with a bow. Arrows strike like a dragon. Sarah was never quite the gentlest girl. Her eyes were sharp like a razor, but she knew the ways of commoner men, and she knew just how to use them. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her way. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like
Whoever
to
this
say,
bard is, whoever voices the bard or sings this song, I want to hear more. I love her voice.
she's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate.
We get more? Alright guys, strap in. We're going to do 7 hours of just listening to the bard. You sing better than Dandelion. Not hard, I guess.
I feel sun through the ashes in the sky. Where's the one who guides us into the night?
I think we've made a connection. I'm not even looking at her.
If you say so.
That will force this divide.
Apparently I can't look at her.
What's to come is fire in the end.
We found our romance interest.
I am the one who can recount what we lost.
Love it. Right, I'm gonna have to do some googling of that later. Get out of my way.
So, this is it, huh? Oh, no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right?
How much cocaine has she
Stopping
snorted?
wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
The Templars and the mages. Most people pick a side.
Most people are stupid.
But where do you stand on the war?
In the middle, with everyone, not a Trevelyan, or whatever. You know what I hear about mages? Nothing, until one goes all demony. Know what I hear about Templars? Nothing, until they take maybe mages. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Right. They should know it's a simple job. End all war, stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I like you, Lord Herald. Maybe you're a little chosen, yeah?
I'm committed to putting an end to this crisis, whatever it takes.
It's why I'm here, yeah? This is where it gets done, whatever it is. Can't do a bloody thing with everyone pissing themselves. Stupid everyone.
That was a little awkward at the end, but you know, I get it. I'm not trying to crowd the singer, I'm just trying to hear and give you the words in the subtitles. No,
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the Herald of Andraste. She sent you to us to show the world her love, and I am ready for that love. Well, I'm not ready for that kind of love. That is, unless that's what you want. But, I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
What did you mean by that kind of love?
Nothing. I didn't mean anything. What did you mean? As I said, I'm Flisser. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denerim. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Fliss is far too innocent to be a tavern master of an Inquisition barracks.
Closing the breach is our primary goal, but I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
No.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I mean, it makes sense that he's interested in manipulation of magic, right?
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the Order somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
After the Divine's death, they're probably scrambling for allies.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave...
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Do tell.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
I don't get this. Surely she can just, send a text to the hero of Ferelden and say, "Hey, I've heard your order has left. Are you going to tell me about it over dinner? This is the big thing with Dragon Age for me. I'm not as connected to the characters because it isn't one flowing story with my... Like, the hero of Ferelden should have been the protagonist in each game. Or you do the Hawke thing and you do all that to keep the hero's hands clean of the Templar Mage War. But then in this, you come back, you take all of your choices, you filled out everything, you ask for everything that you did, you romanced all this stuff in 1 and 2. You should be the hero of Ferelden, come back to fix this problem from wherever he's been. That's what this story should have been, so far. Not that I'm arguing with this story.
I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
I'd just be more pulled in if it was my character from the first game. And I think a lot of people would, to be honest. I think... Like, all I want to know is what happened to the hero of Ferelden. Where am I? Where's my character in this universe? Whereas with Shepard, you get 1, 2, and 3, an entire arc of his story. You know exactly what happens.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull? He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front, he pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Interesting.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
What can your Bulls Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
We can do that. We're getting new quests. Very nice. No, I get it, Mike. Not everybody can be the titular hero of the game series. And I actually think it works setting 2, or the first elements of Dragon Age 2, during the events of Dragon Age 1. I really liked that angle, and to do that you would have to be somebody that wasn't your character. It helped widen the universe. And make it feel a bit more real, like there was actually other things going on. But I've played Origins so many times that I want that character back.
Sigrid says it will cost at least 10. Fine. Not sure why.
But I know that you can't do that because everybody made different choices for the Warden. Everybody's Warden is different on purpose, and that's a tough story to pull together.
Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Navarra, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
What do you think of Vivienne?
She here?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Varric's basically the George R.R. Martin of this world, isn't he?
You return.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Is she the other floating head? Oh, she's there.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
I notice I'm not answering her question.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
I very much get an icy undertone from her. She's all pleasant and nice and complimentary, but I bet she can turn very quickly. We have stuff to collect.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Oh, the chalk markings. Posts set up along the Imperial Highway, ostensibly to guard trade routes and facilitate curing supplies for the Inquisition, or eyes on all approaches. Fourth night, a caravan carrying refugees makes camp nearby for protection. After midnight, a young woman on crutches makes small talk with patrol guard. After he passes, she crouches and makes the mark on a tent post. The woman pretends for half an hour to know nothing. When it becomes clear the ruse will not work, she kisses an Andraste locket and says, "Glory to those across the seas." She dies. The locket was poison. Glory to those across... Kunari? Assassination needs bees. What? How much coin did you get me? 75 gold. Oh, you can do better than that. The Cult of Andraste. Before the Fifth Blight and the arrival of the hero of Ferelden, the greatest hero ever known, Haven was a occupied by cultists who worshipped a dragon, once they believed to be Andraste reborn. Both the cultists and their dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build the... Yes, because I killed them. To build the Temple of Sacred Ashes. There may still be undiscovered passages in the mountains containing their relics. With a concerted search effort, it might be possible to unearth something useful to the Inquisition. Best left to a select few agents knowledgeable regarding dangerous magic. I have just the ones in mind. Probably Liliana with this one. I'm leery of what we might find in these passages, but we need enough soldiers for a search. No, our soldiers are better used somewhere else. Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
And she was there, wasn't she? You think she's like a kitten or a puppy with claws? Yeah, that probably sums her up pretty well. We've already done that one. Oh, they just stay on there? Champions of the Just. I don't know how someone would come to this idea, but I can see the use. It's a large area to search, however. Memo from Josephine, written on a note from Sarah. Know what ruins a party, bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar them safe, but angry, stingy. No good for honey. Great for throat. Oh my god. Sarah has inscribed a jar of bees hitting someone in the face. Also a butt. But, I mean, we could do bounty hunters. We don't need bees. She's crazy. Red Jenny says drop and grab. From Cullen. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to try and work out what she's on about. Something about scrolls. Eldry is of a minor house. We shall instead see what the surprise might be. Yes, Josephine, you go. She's the quickest as well, by a long way.
Let us begin.
Right, we need something for Mr. Hammer. Dress to Vivian lies opened. Table. Josephine, darling, could you take care of this? My dearest Vivian, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition. Or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justinia is, indeed, alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. That it was Seeker Pendergast and Sister Nightingale. Ah, they know Liliana's name. Who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry, and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. Vicomtesse Elodie de Morio. We can't prove she's dead, but we can escort people to the crater to see for themselves. Yes. So it's something for Cullen to do. Right, chat, what am I doing? There doesn't appear to be anything really new opened up here. That has a big glowing green thing on it, so I'm going to leave that for a little bit. We have stuff in common, stuff in progress. Iron Bull or Wardens? What do we think? Search for Blackwall in the hinterlands. Captain of the Chargers. You think Iron Bull first, Mike? Iron Bull's quicker? Alright, we'll do Iron Bull.
For them, the golden city, the center of all creation.
Can we get rid of all these religious types? They're annoying me. Shut up. I'm listening.
Maker, I hope it's not me.
I really like that bard. Chat, I don't know how else I can describe it. I don't need to buy anything, do I? I don't have the money to buy anything. I don't have anything to sell. Crafting before we go?
Blessed are the righteous.
It's true. It isn't an Inquisition without the zealous religious types. Oh, we've got our Nog to take as well. That Nog looks like it wants to go to the Storm Coast.
I can show you a few tricks to get more out of it.
Oh, vicious. I mean, strength seems pointless. Drake, armor pen sounds pretty good. Drakestone for con again. Heal on kill 5%. That's not bad. Barrier bonus damage, 6% heal on kill. Velveteen. Let's go with Illustrious Cotton for 6% heal on kill. We'll have it. A healing enduring slicer. Good enough. Now that looks like a Darkspawn shield. $47, just a load of mods. Oh, masterwork. I mean, it does look like a thrusting sword. Right, cool. Let's hold off on the rest of that stuff. That is going to be better than... yeah. Stagger on hit, 40 health. Melee defense, it's only 4% though. No, I wanted iron. We'll go melee defense. Ram leather. Oh, that's the same. Take the canine leather. %4 sunder when hit on that. Fire resistance, range defense. Take the ranged defense and a bit of cunning. They haven't given anybody any items yet. We don't have... I mean, I'd have to craft. I'm guessing that's the respec thing. Yeah. Right, okay. And then I'm going to give me that over that and armor. Does look better. I lose health, but I gain defense. It's probably worth it. And then we'll look at the other one for Varric. I'm not going to craft anybody else swords and things because we are just wandering off. I guess I should speak to him.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Why did she call the Inquisition then?
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Oh.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
He's got more personality in this one.
O Creator, see me near, for I walk only where you would bid me.
You know, Arthur, you actually
Buy that one potion.
Thank you. Kindly.
Right. Onwards. To Iron Bowl. Follow, no, Lost Souls. Follow me. Yeah, we might want to head over there at some point. We still have Red Lyrium to get to as well. And there's one rift. I wonder if this is opened yet. We'll find out. I'm a rogue. I can do lockpick stuff. Varric's gonna stay here. Let's take our girls out, shall we? Polo and his betters, I guess. God, even Sarah's portrait is annoying. Silly little grin with her looking at the... We'll see what she's like. We've got to level them up at some point anyway. Colin will take what he can get. He was a Templar. They're into all kinds of things. I'm probably just going to stick with our original party. Because I think Cassandra is obviously crucial. I don't know if she's in Veilguard, but she's obviously crucial. Varric is also crucial to the core story and in Veilguard, as we know. And Solus is obviously going to be a big part of it as well. This is me, yes? I really wanted that, didn't I? %10 chance to not take damage. I'm probably going to go down that route at some point. What's the max level in this game? Or is there not one? You've got Shield Bash. Let's have a look at this one that Mike keeps going on about. Grappling Chain. With a hook chain and a lot of muscle, you can drag your target within arm's reach. Why didn't you tell me there was a grappling hook in this game? Oh, now I want to be a knight. Now I want to be a knight. Now I want to be a sword and board. Pulls all enemies near your target. Ooh, get over here. Absolutely having that. Always use that as well. Sarah is ranged, I'm going to say, so she's just going to get ranged stuff. She's basically a female Varric at this point, isn't she? Shrapnel from the blast fills the air and sets off deadly reactions that do more damage to more enemies are nearby. Knocks back your main target several meters upon detonation. Shot rips through the path or damage it. She doesn't seem to be 25 meters away from things at a time. Let's give her the speed bonus. It'll do. And Vivian, you said she's more winter? I mean, she did freeze that guy, didn't she? So... Frost Mastery. Duration bonus. Okay. By standing still, you enter into a meditative state that restores your... okay. Ice Storm is always fun. Blizzard now chills enemies, progressively slowing them until they're frozen. Continues without you having to sustain it. That sounds pretty good. And... Fade Step. You let invisible waves of magic carry you forward. Oh, that sounds fun. Blurring ahead a short distance. That's like a blink. Take Winter's... You lock a target in a sheet of ice. Yes. AoE 3 meters or 1000% weapon damage. That sounds pretty nice. Let's do that. Need a barrier too? No, we've got Solus for barrier, and it's not like we're going to be out here for long with these people. We'll give her a load of this, and then we'll see what the offensive... Because Solus is very much a defensive mage. He has some very strong arcane power, but he's... You know, we've given him quite a lot of the spirit stuff, so he's very defensive. He can revive and stuff like that, and he's got all the barrier stuff. I want to see what a mage can actually do. So we'll give her that. If we don't like it... I mean, at some point, yes, barrier, absolutely. But right now, I just want to see what they can do. Same with Sarah, which is why we've gone with a few different options than Varric. Just to see what those other skills do before we go back to the main crew. I'm done. Cassandra doesn't have anything new. I'm going to give you that. Yeah, I'm going to give you that. Weapon-wise, what have you got? Am I going to use that bow? I mean, not at the minute, because I don't have any bow skills. I don't think I have any sticks for you, no. Oh, she has an Orlesian mask. Right, I've got nothing for you. Don't really have much I can put on them. You can have magic. Varric only. We'll give that to Varric at some point then. You can have that, I guess, just to get rid of it. I'm not going to give them rings. We don't really have anything anyway. Although she might have... She can have a ring of crit chance. That'll do. I sold a lot of the stuff. They're not really that...
Nothing to report, sir.
I don't think they're going to be that important, let's be honest.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, I thought you said you had a report. Right. It's bull time. And if I really don't like this party, I can just fast travel back to camp and get rid of them, can't I? I'm going to need so many crafting items. Looking at all the stuff that we've got. And how much it's going to take. Oh! Why is my hair gone white?
Chargers! Stand down! Krim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Okay, I need to talk about this before we go any further. I want to like Freddie Prinze Jr. I quite like some of his voice work. I thought as Kanan in Star Wars Rebels, he was incredible. He nailed that character. And he's my favourite character in that show. Absolutely nailed it. I didn't like his character in Dragon Age, but I think he portrayed it in a way that fitted the character. I'm not saying he's going to be bad in this. I don't think he's bad overall. Like, from an acting voiceover point of view, I mean, acting, I'm not a massive fan of his stuff, but from voiceover point of view, I think he can be quite good with good direction. He just doesn't sound like a Canary. You want someone like Keith David with a big, booming voice. Keith David would have been perfect. Oh man, Keith David should voice everything. Vega, that's the guy. Yes. Same voice as Bull. My problem is, and this is where you need to split the artist with the person. I've seen him in interviews. He's just a massive prick from what I've seen. And that puts me off someone. Like, I like people who are likable. You said it last stream, Mike. You met the guy who voiced Helsin, and he was such a nice guy that you will never not dislike a character that he voices, because he left such an impression on you. I've never met Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm sure on a one-to-one basis he's pretty nice, but when he's playing up to the cameras, I don't like what he says. Nothing against him. We just have very different views. And that takes the shine off him being a voice actor in this for me. But it shouldn't. And that's a problem that I have. But if the voice direction is good, I'm not sold on it. Some of the voices are good, some of the voices aren't. If the voice direction is good, he could be brilliant. But the voice doesn't fit with a Canary.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away.
He has added a different tempo to his voice, though. He's trying to do something different.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The voice actor for Damon in Baldur's Gate 3 isn't the best person either. Yeah, there's people out there. I mean, I don't know anything about... I couldn't even tell you who voiced Damon. I just liked the character. But I think it's with Larian's direction for the voice work and the mocap. I think it'd be very hard for them to make unlikable characters when they're supposed to be likable. And Damon was supposed to be likable. And I think that's a very rare skill in the gaming industry these days, to have people who do so well with voice direction, specifically. I mean, it does seem useful. It's not going to cost me anything personally.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
Were they the sorceresses? The sorcerers? The magic guys?
I've never heard of it.
It's a Canary order. They handle information, loyalty, security, all of it. Spies, basically.
Maybe not.
Or, well, we're spies. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Canary want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use. She? I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
God damn it.
You're a Canary spy, and you just told me?
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
I'm gonna be honest, that dialogue was pretty good.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
I suppose the other problem is BioWare don't really know what the Canary are, do they? They had a massive redesign between Origins and 2. And again, and he's only 1. But as a mercenary, he's completely different to what we will have met as the army. Ice Queen was good. I didn't notice Sarah doing anything. Let him get back to Haven. We'll take him out when we've returned. I definitely want Varric for Red Lyrium. That was Bull, as in Bull, or it was Bull as in the character Bull. Yeah, we'll give him that. Oh, Solus needs to level up as well. Mana rejuvenation might be pretty good. Dispelling magic and status effects increases your own spell's damage and barrier generation for a brief time. Your own. So I don't think that'll work for us. Each time you strike an enemy with Mind Blast, increases your protective barriers, you turn their pain into your power. That's very Solusy, isn't it? Oh yeah, Varric has an amulet, doesn't he? Inventory. Varric! No! Well, there goes the free one, or the cheap one. It doesn't even say, are you sure you want to use this? There's no prompt. If I just reset him... Yes. Oh well. Do the shockwave. Do the shockwave. Rolling draw, 200% damage. If it hits, you use the momentum of your leap to do stronger draw. Oh, that puts him in stealth though, and he does have survivable problems, so we'll give him that. Yeah, give him all of them. I want you to use That's alright, he's set up to use them all, so that's fine. It'll do. It's so early in the game, like, I haven't used Varric enough to be attached to what skills he had. As long as he just keeps using the ones that he did, we'll be fine. Right, let's go and see if we can pop this red lyrium. Because that is the only other quest here right now. And Varric would be appreciative, I'm sure.
Nothing to report, sir.
And I'd like some more spider venom or something. We can't get there yet. Oh, we'll have a wander over anyway. If not, we just leave the area. We're not going to lose a huge amount of time. We'll probably head back to Haven, because Liliana is... Liliana's finished. No, I need... When I kill something, I need the loot game. I need crafting materials and all kinds of stuff. Please. Please, please. Pretty please. How much range did I get on that? That was cool. Yeah, we have to go through there, don't we? Right, that's fine. Let's keep this party. That's a cool piece of art with the warden, the eagle shield. That's nice. Should we make contact with the mages as well? I don't want to burn any bridges with the Templars just yet. But if they're not good, that was too tough over that way. But if they're not that bothered, if we can talk to both still, I don't want to lock myself out of something just yet, because, mind you, the Templars did seem like a bunch of problems, I'll say. And I guess after this, are we going towards the Fallow Mire? Is that where the story's taking us? So far. What do you got?
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
You... Surely we found obsidian. We did all of the Astarium things. Astrariums, whatever they're called. I like this armor. This armor looks very dashing rogue-like. There's an element of Chris Pine in D&D. I do like a sleeveless waistcoat style, Han Solo-esque. I quite like this this setup. Meet the mages first. So we can meet the mages and then talk to the Templars later. It's not going to lock me out. We haven't got a lot of Black Lotus, so I'm just going to pick up as much as I can while we're here. In fact, I should probably be picking everything up, but it's a bit of a ball ache. How'd you get up there, Varric? Missed. Never seen Sons of Anarchy, but I did know Ron Perlman was in it. And as he is a very unwilling, what's the word? Idol of Perlos. We'll go idol. It's not idol, that wasn't the word I was looking for, but yeah. It's mine now. Oh, there's trouble here.
They will make this a fight, not us. Line there and there, no gaps. Keep focused. They'll know what it means.
Anything I can have in here before I talk to you? Don't want no heroes, just here for the nuts. That's an obscure reference that I don't think any of you will get. Right, Blackwall.
Remember how to carry
He's
your
lost his
shields.
helmet.
You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said... Ah!
Are they not our men?
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come!
You're dead, bastard! Dead!
Did he just run away?
Stop and think.
Too late for that! You know how this ends!
Why has he dropped his shield?
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves.
Why does his beard look good, whereas mine looks rubbish? Actually, his hair looks pretty good.
You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I've been called a lot of things lately by a lot of people.
Well, I'm talking to you. Stop dancing.
We're Inquisition, trying to find out why the Wardens disappeared and if it had anything to do with the Divine's murder.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
What's the Warden purpose got to do with throwing farmers at bandits?
This was different. I was in the area recruiting, fought some demons, then I heard about the stealing. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
I like this guy.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt. That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
This guy is like a slightly worse Duncan.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
I like him.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Utilize the treaties, of course. We can manipulate that as well. Okay. We just got a lot more powerful. That's Blackwall's high point. Yeah, he feels... I mean, we're never going to get Duncan again, let's be honest. But he has the Duncan presence about him, which is pretty cool. And I guess he's pretty good in a fight. Star Warriors protect their allies by making themselves the biggest threat on the battlefield. When enemies take the bait, vanguards pick them apart with brutal precision. He sounds like a vanguard. He probably is sword and board. I'll give him that. And then I'm going to go down the vanguard route. You taunt all nearby enemies with a shouted challenge, gaining extra guard for each enemy affected. Challenge. Your powerful shout carries across the battlefield, taunting a targeted enemy and improving your guard. Trust the steel. Cutting words, damage bonus. I like it. Charging bull. Bonus regeneration 15 stamina per second. You can challenge as many enemies as you want with no cooldown. He strikes me as the type who would be throwing out challenges. It'll cost you. Any foe that attacks you in melee is going to bleed for it. Take a portion of the damage they inflict. 50% damage return, that's strong. The more foes nearby, the harder your fight, and the tougher you get. Damage reduction 10% per... Wow, he can be a... Sword and board is strong in this. Striking a killing blow with Livid active resets its duration. That sounds pretty good. Damage transfer's not bad. Untouchable defense, 25 max guard. They can't kill what they can't hit. You get a bonus to your guard. I don't know if that's a good idea. I feel like Bull is two-handed and maybe a little bit of War Master, maybe a little bit of Vanguard. I'm not entirely sure. It feels like he'd be challenging people all the time as well, because he's frontline. Whereas Cassandra has that Battle Master vibe. She controls the area, so I definitely see Sword and Board and Battle Master for Cassandra. He's definitely Sword and Board, but let's see what Vanguard does. And he doesn't need to do a load of damage if he can take a load of damage and pull people away from everyone else so that the damage dealers can do the damage. We'll see how it plays out. But I'm afraid I haven't got any weapons for him. I could give him that. Mercenary Lord Blade. So he doesn't have a Warden Blade. I'll give him that. Oh, it's awful. It looks terrible. Reinforced shield will do for now. Okay, nice. Josephine's ready to report in. I don't want to go and fight dragons. Just yet. The rifts can wait. Let's go back to Haven. See what we can open up from here now we've got a Warden and Iron Bull. I feel like we've made progress. Good progress. We've suddenly just doubled our companion roster. Oh, I didn't use my Nug.
Can I help you with anything?
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Can we talk about the Bull's chargers?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
We'll talk later.
Not really.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
You sound like you want to head down there and give the troops some pointers.
Nah, I'm no good at command unless I know who my guys are sleeping with and what they like to drink. Inquisition's already too large for that. The Chargers are big enough for me. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Cassandra's been the driving force of this Inquisition. She's the leader in all but name.
Cassandra's a seeker. From what I gather, that's a bit like a Ben Hasrath. She's a good hunter and a great fighter, but she doesn't see the big picture. Too busy searching for answers. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
His voice is definitely different enough from Vega to not be too distracting. You still know it's Freddy. Right, we need to go and do stuff. But I am going to save it there and call it a night for the sake of my throat. Yeah, I feel like we're making progress and we're picking up more interesting characters. Sarah's going to be an acquired taste. But, yeah, we're definitely picking up interesting characters. Bull could be fun, and we can spec him out as AoE two-handed weapon.
Researcher Menave wishes to use some inexpensive...
And we could, yeah, we can use Blackwall in a way, and we can use Cassandra in a way, and jump about between the two. Solus is going to be our main, so's Varric, and we can just move people around every now and then. But yeah, no, this has been good. Thanks to everybody in the chat for keeping me company and giving me the tips. Mike, Catherine, everyone else that's been here. Very nice of you to join. Hope you all have a great rest of the evening. I will be back with Dragon Age Inquisition tomorrow night from 9 PM UK time as normal. I'll throw up a scheduled stream in the next sort of 10 minutes or so. If you want to join in with that tomorrow night, obviously you're more than welcome. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one.